Well, welcome to the Top Gun Show. Today we have Heather Tenuto. She's the Chief Revenue Officer of Zift Solutions. Prior to joining Zift, Heather was a VP of Sales for SMB Services and Indirect Channels for Office Depot. She was also the Channel Chief for ShoreTel and M5 Networks. Heather is a senior level executive with repeated success, empowering companies to realize their revenue potential by removing tight bottlenecks, major roadblocks, and igniting sales. Heather, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me. This is so exciting. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm excited too, Heather.
Good.
Have you on. So talk a little bit about Zift Solutions. Who are they and what do you guys provide?
So simply put, Zift Solutions helps companies drive more channel revenue by giving channel organizations everything they need in one platform. So our solution brings together channel sales, channel operations, channel marketing. Partners get a great experience. Channel chiefs get a better understanding of how their channel investments are paying off.
Great stuff. Bet you guys are busy.
We're busy. We're very busy.
So
Yeah.
you're like the channel chief of channel chiefs. You've got a great background, big companies, lots of success. I want to talk to you about going to market strategies. Providers go through direct sales teams, indirect channel, hybrid solutions. What do you think the best way is as a strategy to build market share?
So it's been my experience, and I've had experience on all sides of this, that channel is a great way for telecom providers to accelerate revenue. However, there, in my opinion, are three key things to making that work. And if you don't have them, you won't be successful. The first one is that the supplier and the partners have to have a clear understanding of the buyer persona and what drives a sale. It's easy to acquire that intelligence by having a direct sales experience, but it's not the only way to get it. So the most important thing is that everyone agrees on who the ideal buyer is and then how we're going to sell to him. Once you've got that, number two is the supplier has to have a clear vision for the ideal customer journey, and most importantly, what role the partner is going to play in all the parts of that journey. And there has to be incentive for the partner to play all those parts. That's the foundation to a successful partner program, and it needs to be in place in order for all this to work. And the third thing I think, which is really important right now, is revenue enablement. How do we get the partner everything they need in order to be successful? How do we make sure the partner has a good experience with the brand, and in turn will pass that great experience on to the customer? And I think that's where Zift comes in to help brands and suppliers do that.
That is excellent answer and great material. This is like business development health food. What you're spewing right now. This is great stuff. I really appreciate it. So there's a lot of channel chiefs and leaders watching this show. What's the one thing that you want to tell the indirect sales channel leadership to help them achieve better results?
Well, revenue is everything right now, and channel leaders need to be able to show real return for all the investments they're making in their partners. They have to be able to measure it, which gives them the ability to improve it. Every channel chief knows what it's like to be called on by finance to defend their spend. How much are you spending on this event? Or what are we getting for that? Channel chiefs need to be more proactive. And in fact, I say this all the time, and my daughter made me this little sign. Channel chiefs and CFOs need to be BFFs, best friends forever. And it's a shameless plug, but I believe that the Zift One platform gives channel leaders everything they need in order to make that a reality.
Your daughter's right. I mean, that's visually well put. Appreciate that. Well, Heather, I know you're a big fan of the Top Gun show, and that I know there are millions and millions of people watching this right now. Yes. So, in your Zen space there, what I'm going to ask something personal. Who's the most famous person you've ever met, or who would you like to meet and why?
I haven't met that many famous people except for you, Steve. But someone I would love to meet is Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth of England. And if you know anything about her, she's had a front row seat to all these geopolitical events over the last 70 years, and at the same time is trying to manage all this family drama. But what I find most interesting about her is that she's had to do all this leading by influence. She doesn't really have any direct authority to do anything, but she still has to lead. And I think us channel people are kind of in the same boat. Like we're tasked with driving a ton of revenue, but we don't, most of the time, don't have any direct contact with the people who are buying, the end users. And having that kind of influence, I think, is an art. And I think the Queen does it very well. And I think we all have a lot to learn from her.
Wow, that is such a good answer. I mean, it makes sense what you're saying. I wonder if she could be one of my channel managers. She's probably above my pay grade, huh?
Probably, but I bet you could get her on the show. And if you do, I would like to be there to meet her if you didn't mind.
Okay, I'll tell you what. When the Queen gets on the show, I will invite you.
That would be awesome. Thank you.
All right.
I appreciate it.
Well, Heather, that was great. Great interview. Thanks so much for being on the show today. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. Have a great day.
Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody.
Bye.